Virgo fam, hello and welcome to your October 2024 tarot forecast. I'm Ms. Eden and Virgo, so happy y'all are here. Welcome. This is going to be a general reading for my Virgo sun, moon, and rising signs. Y'all, if you're not sure of your moon or rising sign, you can do a quick internet search for a birth chart calculator. There's also plenty of free astrology apps that can get you your birth chart as well. All right, y'all. Don't sweat it, Virgo, if you don't catch this video right after I post. That's okay. The time that you feel the urge to sit, click, and watch or listen will be the right time for you to receive this message. And I do hope for my Virgo fam that there is something in this message for you. All right, y'all. Thanks to all the longtime subscribers, the Virgo fam out there, for obviously all the subscriptions. Thank you for this small platform is growing, and I am so grateful to y'all. I've also loved hearing all your comments, so that means the world. I really love the comments, y'all. Keep them coming because I love hearing from the family how y'all are doing, and certainly how these readings hit for you personally. Certainly if you're willing to share, right? For my newcomers, I know we have quite a few new subscribers, so any new Virgo family, welcome. I'm so happy y'all are here. This is a community, so definitely let your voices be heard, and let me know how these readings are hitting for you or what's going on with y'all, all right, Virgo fam? If y'all like what you're catching over here, you can head on over. I do have an Instagram. That's like the one and only other social media platform I mess with is the YouTube and the Instagram. So that link you can find in my bio, y'all. And right now, after the devastating and catastrophic effects of Hurricane Helene in Appalachia, I'm a Carolina girl, and that you know, that's where I call home. So it's been really heartbreaking to hear stories and see images of that area. And I have a fundraiser going on my Instagram account. So you can head on over to my Instagram and find that fundraiser for Hurricane Helene disaster relief and support on my profile page. All right, y'all. No donation is too small, and I know that not everyone can support financially. So send your light, send your love to those affected by just these catastrophic storms, right? And I know it's not just in Appalachia and the Southeast. We are seeing these things pick up all around the world. So sending your light, sending your love will definitely help. It will not hurt y'all. Thank y'all so much. Just want to take an extra minute to show some gratitude to the fam. Thank y'all so much again for all your love, all your support, and any of y'all who can donate. I keep forgetting to say too, so before I forget, if y'all have any problems donating on Instagram, if you wish to donate and head over there and run into any like glitches or anything, please let me know. Reach out in a comment here, DM me on Instagram, or leave me a comment over there, because I've had some issues as well trying to donate, and I'm just curious if anyone else has as well. All right, Virgo, let's talk a little bit about the astrology of October as we're heading into the month. Now, I'm getting into this video. Y'all have been so patient with me because I try and start with the signs in season, and that was Libra this month. So that means Virgo, you're kind of, you know, at the end here, the caboose of the train. So thank y'all for your patience. But as I'm getting into this a wee bit, maybe a week into October, it's October 7th right now, at the time of this filming, we just came into the month and experienced our final eclipse of 2024 and our final eclipse of this eclipse season on October 2nd. So we had a new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Libra. This highlighted for us all sorts of new beginnings, fresh starts, new paths that we should be taking, or you know, might need to be taken with that new moon energy, all about new beginnings, right? With regards to our relationships, where are we in balance? Where are we out of balance? What is the truth of the matter with that? Because Libra is all about truth and balance and our relationship to others. And it's not just romantic relationship. It's not even just our relationship to other people either. This is about our relationship to anything and everything. Where are we out of balance? Are we being honest and truthful with ourselves about that? All that might have been highlighted for us at the time of that new moon solar eclipse on October 2nd. So again, this could be relationships with our communities, friends, families, yes, romantic partners. This could be work relationships. This could be our relationship to ourselves, our relationship to the world around us, to the planet Earth, our relationship to our vices, our relationship to technology, anything and everything. Examining whether or not it's in balance, where are we out of balance, and bringing a little bit more truth into, all right, I know where I'm a bit off and I need to strike some equilibrium, right? So then on the 9th, this week, as I'm filming this, so depending on when you catch this video, this week I'm thinking is going to be rather spicy on the world stage. And I keep seeing also in just like the weather world as well. And I'll speak to that in a second. But on October 9th, Jupiter stations retrograde in the sign of Gemini. That's Jupiter, the expander planet. It expands anything we put our energy and focus on, either good or bad, y'all. So be aware of that. Jupiter is like the benevolent father figure, the bringer of gifts and luck. It is a knowledge-seeking energy, very much a traveler and expander of the mind, through learning especially and experience. Gemini is all about communication, thinking, intelligence, and ideas. Innovations, especially with regard to technology. So pay attention around when Jupiter stations retrograde on the 9th for what's being said to us on the larger scale collectively. Because I think it's really important that we pay really close attention to what those in power are saying and if it's matching what they're doing, right? So then on the 11th of October, Pluto stations direct, meaning it moves out of retrograde cycle, and it stations direct in the sign of Capricorn. This will be the final month that we have Pluto in the sign of Capricorn for our lifetimes, Virgo fam. And that's because on mid-November, Pluto will be moving out of the earth sign of Capricorn into the air sign of Aquarius. When Pluto changes signs, that's about paradigm shifts. So if you think back to past forecasts that I've done, y'all, if you've caught those, you know I've been talking a lot about, well, the energy is going to be picking up, and from here to the end of the year, we're going to see a lot of changes, a lot of truths come to light, maybe some quite shocking, right, developments. So just brace ourselves, find our stability, our ways to ground ourselves as the world is whirling around us. And this is all about, with Pluto, power, right, transformation, kind of the darkness to the light in Capricorn. So again, earth sign, all about material power, government power, top-down power, control, resources, right? Since it is that earth sign of Capricorn, we are moving away from this top-down control and power dynamic with Pluto in Capricorn as we move into Pluto in Aquarius. That is going to shift it to power to the people. Right? It's gonna change the entire dynamic of things. And that's what we're seeing right now, because as power structures that have been in existence crumble, they're often pretty loud on their way out, right? Because they don't want to lose that power, especially power based in like money, control, right? Tangible things and resources. So that's why, you know, we're seeing a lot of uptick in big changes right now. Also, the reason I say this week is spicy is that period between the 9th and 11th of October, all of the outer planets will be in retrograde. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, all of them in retrograde. And when planets go in and out of retrograde cycles, their traits are always a little extra highlighted. They're spicier, right? So Jupiter in Gemini, Pluto in Capricorn. We're going to see, I'm just feeling like it's going to be a very spicy, action-packed, maybe even combustible time. I need to see kind of what Aries and Mars are doing around that time as well. So mark your calendars for this week. It's going to get, I think, on the world stage really loud, and we might see a lot of big shifts and developments coming up. Yeah. On the 17th of October, we have a full moon in Aries. So what do we need to wrap up? What do we need to learn? Our lessons, our deep assimilation of that learning with full moon cycles are all about wrap-ups, endings of cycles, so we can step foot onto a new path. And with it in Aries, what do we need to wrap up with? Our ego self that's been blocking us. That's what this is all about, y'all. Aries is of the first house, the self, the masculine energy, right? Aries is also governed by Mars, so a very fiery, creative, but oftentimes aggressive energy. So make sure that you're using your fiery, creative aggression in the right ways and not to serve just the ego self. Because remember, that's also falling away with this Pluto in Capricorn. Power for the few at the top. It's changing to power for the many. The all of us. I don't the all of us. I'm sorry, but I don't even want to say at the bottom. But power to the people. Right? It's all about community now. And I can see that, especially, as I've said, with what's happened in Appalachia with the response to Hurricane Helene, is that the big control players have not been stepping up and doing what they need to do. If you're looking at who's really getting a lot of the job done, it's local communities helping each other out, neighbors helping neighbors. That's all Pluto and Aquarius energy. Just for a little glimpse, if y'all are looking for glimpses of what that's going to be like. Right? So we're going to have to notice the faults in the power systems that be. And we are definitely noticing that in some very harsh and drastic ways, right? Back to it, Virgos. On the 22nd of October, Scorpio season begins. So again, another opportunity to dive deep and do the transformative work that we need to, right? As we enter this fall season of death and rebirth, with how beautiful it can be, right? With all the foliage. But it also symbolizes, again, just like almost a death and rebirth cycle. But death can be beautiful. Again, we're all just returning to a place we've already been. Right? If you really think about it. So, Virgo, thank you for rocking with me through the astrology. I do feel like it's important that y'all know about the larger energies at play right now, because shit's really serious. And the last thing on that is with Uranus in Taurus. I was saying I was going to speak to this a bit, and I didn't. We currently have Uranus retrograding in Taurus. And so these storms that we've seen, we also have Saturn we do have Saturn retrograding in Pisces, but what I meant to say was we have Neptune retrograding in the final degrees of Pisces. And this is a big deal because Pisces and Neptune is all about water. Uranus and Aquarius is all about storms, earth-shaking events. So when we're thinking about big weather events, we're seeing it with heavy water, drastic catastrophic water events, flooding, landslides, right? Hurricanes, bigger storms, more powerful winds, lightning, that's that Uranus energy, landslides, earthquakes, volcanoes, that tectonic energy, that's all about Uranus and Taurus, earth shaker. So I just suspect, doesn't take a scientist, doesn't take a detective, I think we should say, to notice that these are picking up in frequency right now. And I think we're going to continue to see that for a little bit, especially as the year wraps up. All right, Virgo fam, so that's kind of my prediction, is at least on the weather. Here you are coming into October. Justice. We were just talking about that, right? With the solar eclipse. So all about truth, all about balance that comes from knowing the truth. This is a very karmic card as well. Some of my Virgo family might be experiencing some issues related to legal issues with this at the forefront of your reading this month, this Justice card. And with it coming up for y'all, I mean, it's looking good, right? You're going to be victorious in whatever truth-seeking venture y'all are on, whatever justice-seeking venture you are on, okay? So notice that this character is also seated. So y'all are understanding that, again, kind of that clarity of mind that you need to really understand the truth of a matter right now comes from a bit of stillness, not moving around and keeping busy. You have a lot of this repeating figure of sitting, stillness throughout your reading this month, Virgo. So you might be searching for some truth about a matter because we got the Four of Cups, so energy surrounding my Virgos this month. So you might be taking some time out or feeling like y'all need to take some time alone to suss out what fills your emotional cup. Maybe you're feeling a little blasé right now. So you're searching for that truth of the matter. Make sure that you're not so focused, Virgo fam, on what you don't have or what you're dissatisfied with, that you're not missing opportunities presented to you by spirit, by the universe. Because here it is right here. They're offering you, something's going to come at you in these moments of quiet and stillness. Again, another seated figure. Red on the chest. Again, you have a lot of red and green on the chest. So very grounding, heart-centered. Red, grounding, first chakra. Heart-centered, green, fourth chakra energy. Having to do with this. And cups always deal with emotion. So again, there's something that new that you're looking for, I think, that you're searching for some truth in the matter of if it's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. So you've taken a step back or feeling that need to quiet out the external distractions, right? But again, remember that spirit always provides and the universe always provides exactly what you want, but most of the time in the package least expected. So just don't be so focused on the lack that you're not receiving and open to the gifts, okay? At the base of your reading this month, my Virgos have been working hard. No surprise there. Earth sign, Virgos, y'all are hard fucking workers. All right, but you've been working on something really hard, like perfecting it, your craft, whatever project, whatever tangible thing this may be, because we have the Eight of Pentacles. Pentacles are always about your material resources. So something affecting your material resources. Again, this craftsperson has had to pull themselves away from the hustle and bustle of the city in order to really zoom in and focus. So a lot of emphasis this month, Virgo, all about you having some alone time. Yes, sir. Yes'm. In the past, you've had some indecision affecting the mind. Two of Swords. Yeah, again, pulling yourself away from the distraction and voices of others, from the world around you, taking out all the extraneous distractions so that you can focus on finding that clarity of mind, that truth. Because again, there's the waters behind you. So it's like it can emotionally kind of rock you, but you are disconnecting from the emotion right now. You're trying to, right? But this is very much a matter of mind and heart for my Virgos. You're trying to make a decision, indecision about something. You've been stuck since this was in the past, right? Recent past. Coming into October for my Virgos. And again, like crowning and at the base of your reading are Pentacle cards. 9 of Pentacles crowns your reading. So Virgo, again, you have been working hard on something and you've now been seeing the fruits of your labor with this 9 of Pentacles. This is like literal Garden of Eden status. Appreciating all the abundance around you, learning and knowing the steps that it now takes to reap the rewards. And boy, are there rewards to be reaped. And again, it's a testament to your hard work. Nobody else got you there, Virgo. I mean, yes, people can support us, but ultimately it comes down to us, right? To do the hard work. Absolutely. And then coming up in the future, so interesting that this is in the past, 2 and 2. 2 of Swords in the past, 2 of Wands coming up in the future in October for my Virgos. So this is all about knowing, dreaming, imagining the next steps, all the possibilities that could be. And you're not quite sure which way to move yet. Which way to step outside on that path, on this new journey. So you're like keeping a pretty broad perspective, an open, receptive perspective. simply put. And that's great, as we have so much changing and shifting around us, right? Like, you don't want to start going down one path and then have to turn back, backtrack and go down another, right? Because you realize it's not the right path. So this is definitely a month where stillness, appreciation, and gratitude for that which you have and which you've brought into your life, that stability of your resources, can provide you with that space to now just dream. Not so much worry and indecision. Now you're dreaming. See what contentment and stability brings. Like, that's why we work to bring stability into our lives through routines, through self-care, right? We might kind of hate and kick our feet up or whatever. Maybe that's a good term, kicking our feet up. Maybe that's like a happy thing. So I meant maybe like gritting our teeth a little bit more at the routines and after to-dos. But really, again, like when you bring it to that point of everything is stabilized around you and contentment is there, meaning there's an absence of fear, an absence of the unknown, right? Because you got it. You're stable. You know what to expect. You're feeling peaceful, content. That's where the dreaming can happen. That's where you can find joy. That's where you could create space for new things to enter. Love that for my Virgo family. But at this time, Virgo, again, you're stuck in this space, kind of like the energy surrounding you with that Four of Cups at the beginning. This month, it's all about, for y'all right now, a little bit of illusion and delusion. Seven of Cups coming up for y'all. I think my Virgos have wisened up to know that not every single path is for them. That's why you're taking all these timeouts. Because what society or other people or, social media has made you think are some of these emotionally fulfilling things are just illusions. They're not really emotionally fulfilling for you. So again, it's this like pausing and waiting and still just like working on what you already have while you allow the insights and ideas from that creation of new space that you've made to knock out a few of these false cups filled with false leads to emotional happiness. Because look at that, one of them, look at what's on the cup, skull, right? So like some of these, like it's kind of the story of people who you hear who win the lottery, and then it's almost like a curse, right? Like you think it's, such great luck that they've won the lottery, I guess, but then what? You get slammed with taxes. You have people hitting you up for money all the time if they know that you have come upon a large sum of money. So again, with more responsibility comes more burdens many times, doesn't it, Virgo? And I think you're learning to live a little bit more simply in those simple pleasures, and you're not wanting for more. So like you're maybe searching for what's next, but again, it's like you're gonna just step back and search from a place of gratitude, appreciation for what you already have, and then allow the next step to open up for you to again take that stillness and listen and get that message, that cup from spirit, because it'll tell you which cup to choose, which is going to be the best for you, or best couple. Maybe it's not even one, maybe it's a couple of these, right? But it might not always be money, riches, and fame. Just saying, it's not for everyone. Okay, so beware of the illusion, delusion. That could, again, have factored into that indecision piece. And others see you as, like, really learned. You've, again, done the work with that Eight of Pentacles. But here we have the Hierophant. So this is all about that energy of the keys of knowledge lay at your feet. Again, another seated figure in red. And what did you start out with? Justice, seated in a red robe, grounding energy, earth knowledge, right, and truth. Look at also the hand positions of both of them. Like, how similar are they? But this time, this is how other people are seeing my Virgos this month with the Hierophant. So deeply spiritual. This could also be, for some of my Virgos, a card about commitment. So marriages, commitments, and other ways, making like a partnership or a deal. But you have done the work and you have learned what you need to learn. If not, this is a message to do the spiritual work. Do the spiritual development. Saturn is in Pisces right now. Neptune is in Pisces. Get real serious about your spiritual development, because this is all about being, you could even lead and teach other people. But this could also be about a teacher coming into my Virgo's lives. Yeah. Yes, that's my little, got a little message there. Yeah. For some of y'all, it's like a teacher. Touch it, like it's spiritual in nature. Okay. Some sort of leader, teacher. All right. So, yeah, again, that connection with stillness, with your spiritual side, your higher self and knowing is really going to thrust you forward along this path. Because we got a lot of, again, on the grander scale, a lot of change, a lot of shifts, right? So knowing, no, I don't want to say knowing at the core, because again, like, it's okay to not know, right? It's okay to not know. So anyway, I'm digressing. But back to the Hierophant. Yes, people are seeing my Virgos this month as deeply connected to their spiritual side. Some of y'all so much so that you could like teach and be of influence to others. Some of my Virgo might have some commitments, some marriages, some partnerships, and a very much official partnerships that have started for them. Some of my Virgos also, again, might be finding a teacher, some sort of spiritual teacher or guide at this time that's helping them along. Again, providing them that knowledge and wisdom that they need during this time to kind of figure out, what are my next steps? Hopes and fears for my Virgo is 4 of Pentacles. So again, your resources, you're not maybe too quick to let go of your resources right now, and that's okay. Again, another figure in red is taking themselves away from the hustle and bustle of the busyness of the city, of everyday, of people, of society. But this is all for my Virgo, like you got money and your resources on the mind, grounding you at the feet, on your heart, right? Remember I was talking about that with the green and red, heart chakra, grounding chakra, first chakra. And then we also have it at the crown now. So some of my Virgos, yeah, y'all might not be feeling like you want to be too quick to let go of some of your resources. For other y'alls, it's a heads up. Mind your resources, because you can grow it if you're many times, you're holding on and wise with how you spend, and not just money, but spend any kind of physical, material resource, right? If you're wise with that, that can lead to more abundance. A little bit of a miser card too. Again, like you're just not so quick to spend, right? Or maybe some of y'all are fretting this like lack of money. Maybe y'all have had some costs pop up, some big, heavy money items that you've had to do, or experiences or situations that you've had to spend some money on. And you're like, okay, now I'm a little strapped. But final messages for my Virgos this month is it's going to be all about that connection with one other person for y'all. So don't worry so much about the money. Remember where you came from earlier in the reading. Don't worry about it so much. That is hopes and fears. Like, with Jupiter and Gemini, remember, whatever we put our energy on, if we put it on lack, that's what Jupiter's going to expand. And you've moved through lack thereof and indecision to a space of thinking about and using your energy to just like, ooh, I'm a dream. I'm going to think of new things. I'm going to allow myself to just be open. And so from a lot of my Virgos, this could be a romantic relationship highlighted for you this month. Maybe some new relationships coming in for my Virgos who might be looking for some partnership. But this is very much the card if you're in partnership with someone. This is like a twin flame energy, someone you are very closely connected with at the heart. Okay? Kind of like your equal. Yes. So they're going to play a big factor for you this month. And this doesn't have to always be romantic as well. All right. I'm just saying it could for some of my Virgo tribe, but it could also indicate, again, like a project partnership, a creative partnership, family partnership, but someone that you are one other person is going to be very much the focus of your heart this month. And again, that could be to keep creating this wonderful garden that you've been so great, blessed to now walk in. And again, remember, it's a result of your hard work, or maybe you and your team's hard work, you and your partner's hard work. So final messages for my Virgo this month: lean into that joy, lean into that childlike wonder. Again, that's going to help provide clarity for you on that indecision, that direction that you want to figure out which direction to go to fill that emotional cup. This is about being silly, having fun, playing. Play with that one other person. Have fun with them. Let them lift you up, okay? Also, this could be a little bit of a heads up for my Virgos, conversely, that you need to be wary of a partnership or a relationship that could be maybe pulling on some of your vices a little too much, where you're just like throwing caution to the wind. This could be drinking a little bit too much, with cups. All right. This could also be maybe a water sign, younger, masculine, but kind of, androgynous, I'd say, water sign figure. So that would be, what would that be? Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Yeah. So you're focused on your emotional heart, you're focused on your money, you're focused on how you're using your energy, and you're not letting that mind block you anymore. Because again, justice, remember where you started. Truth about these karmic relationships, these karmic patterns, these karmic lessons that you have to learn. Truth and balance is what's leading you this month, my beautiful Virgo family. So let me know in the comments how this is resonating for you. Thank y'all so much again for rocking with me during this reading, Virgo fam. Sending y'all so much love for October, and come back and check out this reading end of the month after some shit's gone down. And let me know in the comments, if you will, how it's hitting for you. Bye, y'all.